Y'all a minute to get in here. If you're new to this channel, go subscribe and go like this live stream. I think we're going to have a great day today. Let's hope. What's up, Ryan? Give me a minute, buddy. Freaking overslept today. So I had to rush and do everything. But we're good now. We're good. Hang on, buddy. Let's see here. All right. Ryan, what's up, buddy? Rocky Top Sports, what's up, man? Keith, what's up, buddy? Ryan says, bye week before we end UGA's season. We'll see about that. I mean, me personally, I don't know about that. UGA is pretty good. Now, they've had some hiccups, but I think LSU woke them up. Rocky Top Sports says same. Keith Hansen says it's about time. 42-34, Alabama. By the way, I plan on writing down all y'all's predictions. So if somebody new comes in here, just go ahead and ask them their prediction for me. And if I don't see it, just repeat it to me or whatever, please. All right. Keith says 42-34 Bama. Rocky Top. Just abbreviate your name to RTS. 38-24 Bama. Ryan says 54-14. My gosh. You ain't giving us no credit. Which it is Bama, though. Let's be honest. It is Bama. Sorry for the dip, y'all. It's just that. Yeah. I'm sure y'all understand. Y'all always do. Madison, it's nice to have you on this channel. If you don't care, go subscribe, go like. I only have one like on the video, so it would mean a lot. And honestly, likes, they do mean a lot for this channel. Let's go ahead and put her score down. She says 54-20 Bama. That's actually not a bad score. I mean 45-20 Bama. Silent and Deadly says 64-10. Who you got, Bama? Please let me know. I'd love to quit this crap. I used to smoke cigarettes and from the time I was 15. And a couple of years ago, I quit. And just slowly started dipping. And now this is a bigger problem than smoking. So don't ever dip, kids. Ryan, I don't really know if Tua's playing. Like, there's some people out there that say, "Oh, Tua's going to play this weekend or / today," and then there's some that say he's not going to. Like I said in my video, I honestly think they're making us prepare for 2 quarterbacks. That way, we can't just key off of 1 quarterback, because it's easier to prepare for 1 rather than 2. And why not play mind games if you're Nick Saban? All right. I'm going to just put without Tua. Put a line to your name. Come on. Steve McBriar says 55-10 Bama. Everybody's picking Bama today, huh? Show some support for your freaking team. Come on. Hound Dog says I'm staying even if it's 50-0 at half. I'm going to say this. With this game, there's nothing for us to lose. There's nothing that we have to lose by this game. We either win or we don't. But one thing's for sure. If we go out there, we stick our helmet to their pads every single play, you got a chance for success. And I believe the FPI rating on Tennessee getting to a bowl game is 47%. It's what I like, Keith. Hang on just a minute and I'll read y'all's comments. I just want to fill some things out with y'all first. Here's the big story for me. All right. A lot of Vol fans are underestimating Alabama's run game. And even some Alabama fans say the run game's non-existent. Our defense sucks. Talking about Bama. But their defense isn't that bad. Yes, they gave up some scores against Missouri, but they're not that bad. The big thing on the run game is they run for about 6 yards per rush, which is pretty good. They're averaging 250 yards per game with the rush. So their run game is actually pretty good. Keith says, I'll just be happy to see Tennessee compete. Today is a test. Go Big Orange. I'm with you. Either way, I hope we fight like we did against Auburn, if we win or not. Of course, I'm hoping for a win. I'm hoping for a win every week. Hound Dog says, this ain't good, man. Ryan says, if UT wins today, I'll wear a UT shirt to school 3 days. All right, Ryan. And just put on it at Valrising. That'll work. Rocky Top Sports says it'll be close. If we can, here's the thing. Bama's averaging 17 points in the first half. If we can hang with them for 17 points in the first half, just hold them out in the third quarter, and maybe it'll be a dogfight in the fourth. Ryan says UF is 99%. Steve McBriar says at halftime, 35-0. Madison, I'm not even going to try and pronounce your last name. I don't want to screw it up. Says, I think after last week's showing from UT, 7-5 is a good possibility. I definitely see a bowl game. I predicted at the beginning of this season 6-6. A lot of the regular subscribers, they know what I've predicted and all this. I definitely predicted Auburn, us winning against Auburn, and I was surprised about that. That's the one game that I had circled. Can we do it? And we came out with it. Joshua, what's up, buddy? Says, Hound Dog, I didn't see you. Hound Dog says, I didn't bring the sign because it was raining. Joshua Simmons says, without any bias, what's your score prediction? Hound Dog says, didn't want to fool with it. My prediction, honestly, I've already predicted 36-33 Vols. But honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. Today's not the day to ask me that because I have no freaking clue. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't have a clue. Rocky Top Sports says, honestly, if we play the way we played against Auburn, we can get 3 more wins, SC, Vandy, and Charlotte for sure. Next game that I got circled, besides South Carolina, because everybody knows I don't care for South Carolina at all. I roasted them in the preseason. The one thing I was high on was Missouri. Not high on them anymore. I said about South Carolina, I didn't see anything that I honestly liked. Nothing that sparked my interest. Volunteer Roadshow. When I was just brand new at this, we did an interview together. It's over on his channel. If I can remember, I'll put a link in the description of this channel. Of this video. And I told him, I said, South Carolina, I didn't see nothing out of them. Their defense didn't look good. The offense was piss poor at times. So I do believe we get the win against South Carolina. But the one game that I'll be looking for is Kentucky. Ryan says, Joshua Simmons cocktail party going to be a fight. I hope so. Well, I don't really hope so, but I think it might. Joshua Simmons says, yes, it will. Hound Dog says, Tennessee fans are so outnumbered right now. It's disgusting. The Tide has invaded Neyland Stadium. Oh, my Lord. No. Golly, this dip's killing me. Apprentice Gooden, what's up, buddy? Says, I said we would lose 35-21, and the Bama fans still roasted my post. That's the way Bama fans are. No class. Most of them. I won't say all of them because there are good Bama fans out there. There really is. But you look at the older ones, most of the older ones are pretty classless because they remember getting beat by Tennessee all the freaking time. I mean, I think Philip Farmer was 10-5 against them, not including 2007. No. What year was it? 2005, I believe. Keith says injury is what I'm concerned about, but this time of the season and Tennessee pretty fresh after a bye week and Batuli out. Missed your comment, buddy. Salty Dog, what's up, buddy? Just go out and play hard and do your best. I do not think Tennessee will beat Bama, but it will still look good for the Vols if they play hard and score on Bama. Yeah. Me and my brother was talking, and I don't know what's up with him. Some days he thinks he's going to make YouTube. Other days he doesn't. We'll just have to see what he does. If he does, great. We'll have him on. But he said this. If we can beat Bama, what should we rise to in the top 25? And he said some people were saying, you'd probably be in the 20s. Some people said, you'd probably be just a spot above Florida. Here's the thing. You just beat the number one team in the nation. You should be in the top 10. That's what I believe. But that's enough what ifs. Joshua Simmons says, I'm not going to say he is building something special until they got a top 10 recruiting class. We're building something special. I'll go ahead and put that out there right now. We're building something special here in Tennessee. No disrespect to you, Joshua. Ryan says, I think UF's defense is all around better than UGA's, but I think UF is all around outnumbered by UGA's offense. You're exactly right. UGA's defense, and I said this to Uncle Lou, I think the first week that I actually started my YouTube channel, I told him, I said, man, UGA's defense is crap. And he tried to say that I was a troll, all this other stuff, and eventually called in. He was nice to me, and then right after I got off, he said some crap, and yeah, Georgia fan for you. But anyhow, I love Uncle Lou, all that. If y'all won't, go subscribe to that dude. Joshua Simmons says, but they are on the rise. I believe so. I believe it's going to take some years, but we are. Man, this dip's killing me. I appreciate you, Apprentice Gooden. I really do. Never been to Kentucky. I'd love to go. My mom's husband, he's from Michigan, but he lived all his life in Kentucky, so I heard it's real pretty down there. I mean, a bunch of coal mines, stuff like that, but it's just like Tennessee. You work all day, come home to woods. Rocky Top Sports says, all the Vols have to do is play 4 full quarters and have mistakes go their way. That will be the key to improvement or even win. You're exactly right, Rocky Top Sports. You are exactly right. But what do when the brakes don't go your way? You put on more steam until those mistakes go your way. You know, I was looking at football games, high school football games of 1969. And I was looking at how much the game had changed. The players are smaller. The plays aren't that much different, to be honest, from the 70s. Basically from the 70s. 1969, you can consider that the 70s. Football game isn't a lot more different. Yes, there's more technique to the game. There's more skills to the game. A player has to be even better. You'd say if you had an average player from today, I guarantee they would be a star back then. Madison, I always will. I enjoy having females on the stream. It shows a lot of compassion for Tennessee. It's not just a men-driven sport. Yes, men play it, and I believe only men should play college football. I do believe that. If women want a league of their own, make your own league. Nicholas Orr says, "Go Vols." Joshua says, "My question is about Dan Mullen. Is by, let's say, year 3, would their defense be the same with an offensive-minded coach?" No. Just point blank, no. I don't think so. And I honestly don't think our offense would be the same after year 3 with a defensive-minded coach. But he's smart about it. Now, is Dan Mullen smart about it? We'll have to see, because I don't know Dan Mullen. I don't look up all that. Ryan says, "I think so. We have great players, and right now we have to start a true freshman cornerback, and he's working his way up to being a lockdown." He also says, "Our DC is aggressive. He sends blitzes on 3rd and long. He always keeps the quarterback on his toes." Ryan, that's a do or die. You either stop the big play or you miss the big play with that. So he's gotten lucky so far. Nicholas Orr says, "Tennessee's receivers are the best in SEC. Callaway, Jennings, Palmer. Let's not forget about Murphy. Peerless Price Jr. I swear that's who Murphy reminds me of, is Peerless Price." Ryan says, "If Fromm stays in too long, it could be bad." It really could. I believe UGA is setting up Fromm for disaster just to get that other quarterback in named Fields. Joshua Simmons says, "Agree." Hound Dog says, "I bet there are 30,000 Bama fans here, and kickoff isn't for another hour." My gosh. All we got to say is it's time to rise up. If you're going to let Bama come into your house, fill your stadium, there's something wrong. Either that or they're a little bit nervous. Ryan says, "Fields is a future just like Emory Jones is ours." To be honest, I don't know who Emory Jones is, but I know who Fields is. That's a little smack talk. Joshua Simmons says, "I was waiting to play Florida forever since Justin Fields signed because Dan Mullen tried so hard to flip him." I mean, it's Florida. Yeah. That's all I can say. Hound Dog says, "Maybe more." That sucks. Ryan says, "Mullen is better play caller than Kirby, in my opinion, but that may just be me." Listen, anybody can be a better play caller than the next person any given week. Because no matter what the formation looks like, you're never 100% on what they're going to call. Butch Jones beat Kirby Smart. Butch Jones. Now, was he a better play caller than Kirby? Hell no. There's no way in hell. But he still beat him. Hound Dog, this is our field. We will have home field advantage. I hope. Yeah, exactly, Joshua. Joseph Trotter, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in here today, so give you a big shout out. If y'all want to go ahead and subscribe, go ahead, turn on that notification bell, and I'll give you a shout out right now. He says, can Tennessee pull something out? I don't know. I honestly don't. I really hope so. Gosh, do I hope so. Do the odds go in our favor for this game? No, they never do. For the past, 11 years, they haven't gone our way. We've came close with Butch Jones under Jalen Hurd and Joshua Dobbs. I believe they're, sophomore, junior year. I think they won by 2 points? Bama did. Hound Dog, I feel sorry for you. This is what you could do. This is what you could do right now, Hound Dog. Shout out Vol Rising to them. Guarantee they won't come in here talk smack to good old Vol Rising, because Vol Rising will put them down pretty quick. I don't know. I love talking trash. I really do. Oh, Lord, you're on the home side too? Oh, my gosh. How the heck would they fill their allotment of tickets? Well, scalpers. That's how. Richard Neal, the only problem with that, if you can score fast as of all offense, you're going to give Alabama more time to put up more points. That's a bad idea because we don't score much. We don't score high numbers like Bama. So that would be, to me, that would be the only downfall in that, what do you want to call it? In that thought of mine. 2015, okay. That's what I asked, Nicholas Orr. That's the only thing I asked. Just give us a fight in the fourth. Rocky Top Sports says, who do you think was better, Dobbs or JG? I'll say this. Dobbs with the run game. Dobbs with the smarts. He knew the plays. He knew everything like that. Now, raw talent, JG. His ceiling is a lot higher. You can see that. His ceiling's a lot higher. But is he to the level of Josh Dobbs? No, not right now. He's not. 6 points. Okay, Joseph. I appreciate that, man. Apprentice Gooden says Nick Saban is nervous. He knows Jeremy Pruitt knows the offensive schemes. +2 is more injured than what they're releasing. Nick is a known liar, so it's a ploy. Just my opinion. I believe so. And I said this Wednesday. Why not play mind games with Tennessee? If you're nervous about this game, why not? And as many Bama fans have showed up, you can tell they're nervous about this game. You can tell that they're nervous about this game. And they have every right to be. This is Tennessee. We are Vol Nation. When you're surrounded by Alabama fans, yell, go Vols! Because this is our team. This is our time. For the next 5 years, we'll be screaming Rocky Top. Sorry, y'all. I had to. Woo! I'm ready for this game. Last night, I felt so sick thinking about this game. Like, what was going to happen? It felt like I was back in high school again. Thursday night, trying to sleep, thinking about the next day, thinking about the plays, thinking about, okay, what do I need to do if this guy does this? What do I need to look for? It was a lot like that. And I haven't felt that way since I was in high school. That means 2009, 2012, something like that. I guarantee he gets booed. Ryan, you know what I'm talking about. My B, Nicholas Orr says beer on ice. Nicholas, I told you, man, I had just woken up when you sent that to me, talking about a beer run. Whew, beer is too early for me. Would I like to drink today? Probably. But one thing I will say is what's important to me is family dinners. And y'all know I live alone. I live alone by myself. There ain't ever nobody here. But that's the great part. I can cook whatever I want to. All right. After, say if we win this game, I'm going to have one hell of a meal ready. Game day celebration? Oh, yeah. Of course. Bush Jones was the only person to get that close to Nick Saban, on beating Nick Saban. Hound Dog, if you see BVD, tell him I said what's up. Tell him I said go Vols and screw y'all. If y'all know BVD, that's one thing he says all the time. Rocky Top, no problem, man. Joshua Simmons, screw him. Screw him. That's all I got to say. Screw him. I usually get one dislike every freaking video. Screw them. I love haters. Because you know what? It must mean that I'm doing something right. If they're not liking this, I'm doing something right for Vol Nation. Hold on. Okay, you're a Georgia fan. Okay. Freaking pop up. Joshua also says Tennessee's band has to be the only SEC team to play the other team's fight song. To be honest, that's pretty classy, but I wouldn't do it. Just being honest. If we win this game, you better believe I'm chugging another freaking beer. Rocky Top Sports, I know, man. They must not know what they're doing. Dang it, I gotta spit this crap out. Give me a minute, y'all, please. I can't talk. I mean, yeah. Talking and dip does not go together. I'll be right back, y'all. Go Vols, baby! Let's see who's winning the Oklahoma TCU game, if it's still on. We'll see. No, they don't have no respect for no one. What I think is funny is, what was his name? Anyway, number 9 back in what? 2016 threw up his A on his glove at a Tennessee fan and put it in his face. Next year, Rashawn Golden gives Alabama birds. And what happens there? He gets called out for it. But what does Bama do? The year before that, they don't get nothing called on. So, double standards there. Double standards. Yeah, I'm good, man. Had to go wash out my mouth from that dip. Talking and dip does not mix at all. But I had just woken up. I wanted to dip, 30 minutes. You know what? We're staying live till the game. If it's a close game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to go live right then. If it's a close game in the fourth quarter, I'll go live. Hound Dog says, I could never be anything but a Tennessee fan. The past decade has made me consider giving up caring about college football altogether. I'll be honest, man. There was a couple years in high school where I just didn't watch Tennessee. I couldn't. I could not watch Tennessee. But I believe it was 2011. I started watching again. Felt the same passion I did before. But it's hard when your team loses and loses and loses, and you don't see any end of that in sight. It's hard. But here's what I would say. Stick with your team. Stick with your team. No matter if they're losing or not. If you're passionate about that team, be passionate about that team, whether they win or lose. I mean, the only analogy I can give y'all is my high school team. I fought for that team. That team means a lot to me. Probably a lot more than ball football, but I don't know about that. They're probably about the same. Here's the thing, is even when you don't win, you still feel that same passion as you do when they win. Yes, are you more excited when they win? Of course. But stick with that team. Don't give up. Well, this game's done. You gotta be kidding me. No signal? Hang on, y'all. I ain't got any. Oh, okay. Woo! I was about to get pissed. No freaking signal. Joshua, see you, buddy. Go leave a like if you haven't, man. 18 people watching, 8 likes. Come on, what are you doing with your life? Dooley was not a good coach. Was he good for the players? Yes. But was he good overall? No, not with the score. Well, not with the, how do you say this? Not with the total of wins versus losses. The Haslams are to blame for the problems in our athletic department. You're exactly right. Look at the Browns. That's all I got to say about that one. Dynasty Fan Pro says, what if Tennessee drags Alabama? What if? What if? We're all thinking that. We are all thinking that. Joseph Trotter says, believe in your team and you are part of the team. Exactly. Every person should get their hands out of their pocket. Just what Jeremy Pruitt said in his press conference when he got this job. Everybody, not just in the athletic department, none of that. We should all get our hands out of the pocket. Stick your hands. Get them greasy. Fix what we need to fix, and we will get there. One thing's got to change, and it's Vol Nation. But we will get there. Space Mountain, there's always a live post-game show. But like I said, if we're doing good in the fourth and it's a close game, I'll probably go live. There is no halftime show. When I made my first live stream, we all decided that it would be better for me just to do a post-game show. Bonk Gang, what's up, buddy? The only guy that's ever taught me anything out of football was cover 2, and he taught me that. I couldn't identify it before, but every time it's freaking easy now. Grant the Goat says, yo, Vol Rising, what do you think the score going to be? I think the Vols win close. # believe. I believe it's going to be 36-33. I predicted that Wednesday on my channel. We'll see. Honestly, somebody asked me that earlier. And, yeah, I had no clue. Hound Dog says, I'm going to be here for the whole game. I don't care how bad the slaughter is. Exactly. Everybody in that stadium should stay in their seats for 4 quarters. That's what needs to change about Vol Nation. If you're going to support your team to the fullest, not half-ass. Immortal One, what's up, buddy? He says, I'm here, fam, ready for the upset. Don't talk like that, please. Listen. You look at this piece of paper, and what does it have on it? Bama, 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 Bama. We need some love. That's not good, Hound Dog. Nicholas Orr says Tennessee 41, Alabama 3. That's exactly it. We need people like that in Vol Nation. No matter how bad the circumstances are, you have to believe. You have to. That's one thing that's got to change about Vol Nation. Stop doubting your players. Stop doubting your team. Yes, we may lose this game. But if you're constantly over here, we're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game. Even the players will lose hope. You think the players don't watch your channels? You think your players don't get on YouTube and look at all this? They know what you're putting out there. They see that. You have to believe for them. If you don't believe, they're not going to believe. I'll always hold on to this feeling. And since I was a little kid, having to turn the little antenna just to tune in to Vols football in a rinky-dink trailer that was falling apart, that had a hole in the floor that was covered up by the top of mine and my brother's toy box. That's how poor we are. That's how poor we were, I should say. But one thing that brought me out of that was Vols football. And that's why I will always believe in my team. No matter if it's Alabama, Oregon, anybody, OSU, it don't matter. It don't matter. They should be excited, Hound Dog. Appreciate it, Ryan. And Immortal One, I didn't mean any disrespect, man, but I'm on one today. Jordan, I hope so, buddy. Please go like and subscribe. If you go ahead and subscribe, I'll go ahead and shout you out on this channel right now. Remember, you got to turn on the notifications. That way I can see who had just subscribed. But I hope so, man. I really do. I'm pretty hyped. And if y'all couldn't tell, if I'm not sleeping at night, I'm pretty freaking hyped. Oh, okay, Jordan. I appreciate you, man. Y'all go ahead and tell Jordan what's up. Thank him for the subscription. Ryan says, now, if your players could be as hyped as you were, you might win. I think so. But here's the thing. They got to stay calm. They have to. because you got to depend on your sanity every single play. If you're way too hot, you're going to be chasing that ball. You're going to miss your keys. Immortal One says, no, fam, it's all good. Love the excitement. I appreciate you, Immortal One. If y'all haven't, go ahead and subscribe to him. We've been doing it about around the same time. I think I started like a month earlier than he did. Y'all go sub him up after the stream. He's a good guy. Any news you need, he's got you. We're glad to have you, Jordan, honestly. Jordan says, as a UF fan, I always pull for the East over the West. I'm with you. But here's one team that I will never pull for is Georgia. Never. Now, as y'all know, I used to like Florida. Were they my favorite team? No, but I've always been a Vol fan. But there was one point when Urban Meyer was there, Tim Tebow was quarterback, that I liked Florida. It's okay, Hound Dog. I mean, some people get to those points of where it's just hard. It's hard. And we're going through one of those times. But right now is when y'all need people, and I don't mean to boast, people like me who always believe in their team. No matter if you win 50-0, I'll still scream, go Vols. I'm with you, Keith. Now, I'm talking about Georgia the program, not Georgia fans, because there's some classy Georgia fans out there. Ryan says, yes. Grant says, do you think if we win, we will win out or lose one or two of the rest of the games? If we beat Alabama, there's no reason in hell we should lose another game. Just being honest. If you can beat the best team in the nation, why can't you do that every single week against whoever the opponent? That's the way I look at it. Hound Dog says, I was hot for this game, but I'm walking back on my predictions. Hound Dog, you predicted 50-0 at half. Tebow is the best college player ever, Ryan says. I wouldn't put it that far. But one thing that had me to like Tebow, and when I was younger, I wanted to be a pastor. And just his Christian ways. That's what really got me on him. We haven't seen a player like that. And I doubt we ever will again. But that's one thing I like. Repeat 1982. Woo! G. White says, I think if we play well, win or lose, it would be a progression game for us, so it can be a positive. Exactly. That's all I'm looking for. Fight with them for 60 minutes. Everybody says, hey, G. White. What's up, buddy? What's up? Grant says, hey, Hound Dog. G. White says, hey, Hound Dog, we getting after it today. Grant says, come on, Hound Dog. Bonk Gang says, see you. I will be back after the game. Go Vols! Exactly. Come here, buddy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Say go Vols. Hound Dog says, F Bama. It's the way I feel. G. White says there are great college football players of legend, and there are the ones that play well in the NFL. Exactly. I don't even watch the NFL. I look at college football as the top tier of football because NFL, no. They have great players. They have great teams. But no, I'm good on that. Reggie Wright is one of the greatest, Nicholas. T. Martin, he was great. But I believe Dobbs was better. Hound dog. You should tell all those other Alabama fans that are surrounding you that. Grant says, what do you think the best players on our team are? JG, Jeremy Banks, even though he freaking fumbles every time he's got the dang ball. Murphy, Palmer, Jennings, Callaway, Trey Smith, Alontae Taylor, Bryce Thompson, Tim Jordan, Chandler, of course. Let's see who else. Oh. And Jeremy freaking Pruitt. I hear you, Hound Dog. I'm probably about to get off, honestly. Yeah, I think so, Jordan. I really do. G. Watt says, Ryan, Tebow could excite a crowd, and he's a great inspiration to players. He really is. Imagine if that dude had his own YouTube channel for football. My gosh. It would be bigger than Uncle Lou, for sure. And it's funny how Tim Tebow can roast anybody without cussing. And to be honest, I'm a lot like that. I don't like to cuss, none of that. But I find myself where I accidentally do sometimes in front of y'all. I'm sorry about that. I should be a better Christian. But there's time. There's time for me to change. And time's now, you know. I'm about to get off, y'all. And Nicholas Orr says, wonder will Warrior get his helmet knocked off again today? Boy, he hits hard. Boy, he needs a smaller freaking helmet. Him and JG. Every time they get hit hard, helmet falls off. True. All right, y'all. I'm getting off here. Shout out to Elzer Mazti. Since Tennessee beat Auburn, will they have a chance at least? Like I said in my video, Tennessee's always got a chance. I love y'all. God bless y'all. And go all, baby. Woo! That